But we do also have to talk about AEW because this show is called The Week in WWE and AEW. So for this week, though, it wasn't a very strong week. So it's one of them 5-minute weeks for AEW. 5 minutes for AEW. That's all they're getting. So I have a clock, a stopwatch, but I have Choose Your Topics, Vlad. So I only have 2 topics on my Choose Your Topics list. So it's the Adam Copeland. This image is Marina and Claudio getting sent to the hospital. And then the other one is MJF, who's still feuding with Hangman Page. So he got his tattoo, his AEW tattoo lasered off. I don't know if you knew that.
Yes, well, I saw it. Yes.
And then he attacked Christopher Daniels, Hangman Page's best friend, apparently. But okay, so let me set up my clock. Let me see. I got 5 minutes on the corner. You see that?
Yeah. No, I see it. Yeah. I see it. Yeah, I see it.
All right, so let me pull up my AEW slides, and I guess you'll get your choice of which topic you want to start with. But hold on 1 second. Just pulling up my TV here. There it is. There's Edge. All right. So 5 minutes on the clock, Vlad. Let's make it count because this is all AEW are getting from us for the whole week. So go ahead.
I'm not even sure I'll need 5 minutes for this. I don't know. I can't think that it's even worth 5 good minutes, as they used to say, or I guess they still do on PTI. No, I can't really think of what I want to say about the Cope and Death Riders thing. I think it was okay.
Well, Cope's been saying that he's going to send the rest of the Death Riders to the hospital, right?
Right.
So
I know. And I know Willow helped. What is her name? Maria? Is it Maria?
Marina, yeah.
Marina.
Yeah, so yeah. Marina got nailed by Wheeler Yuta by accident, so that gave them a chance to concerto her, which I think was a cool moment because it was obvious, okay, she could get concertoed, but Edge is not going to do it. And then Moxley's all nervous, right? He's got his nervous look on his face. But yeah, Willow does come out and she does the honors of concerto. So that's a pretty hardcore moment. Pretty hardcore woman-on-woman violence.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, it's hard for me to get really motivated for this specific angle because I really think most of the stuff with the Death Riders has been trash and really makes me want to not watch AEW when I see it. Or you used to be flip the channel, but here you you could just turn it off. So I don't know. I mean, it was cool. It wasn't the worst moment, or it wasn't the worst segment, but again, I'm having the motivation issue as far as getting too excited for anything involving this whole thing.
All right. Oh, then we'll jump to the MJF one because that's a decent feud that's been brewing up between him and Hangman Page. But it started with his getting his laser tattoo removal because I guess when he returned to AEW or he chose to sign with AEW instead of WWE, he got AEW tattooed on his leg, but now it's gone. Which I don't know if that was a real tattoo.
Probably wasn't.
Probably wasn't. But it was in the storylines. People mentioned it that you got that shit tattooed on your leg from time to time. You know what I mean? But now it's gone. So okay, he's free to leave now. But okay, and then Hangman Page, he came out and squashed Aaron Solo, and then he called out MJF. Right, took a seat in the ring like I'm not leaving until MJF comes out. MJF comes out with a bloody rag and reveals that he has left Christopher Daniels in a pool of his own blood, which Hangman Page has also done himself, but for some reason Hangman's like, it's okay if I do it, but
not when anybody else does it. I can kill my friends, but no one else can. No, this was all right. Again, I don't think it's as... I mean, it's definitely better than anything to do with the Death Riders, but again, I'm having a hard time with the motivation aspect of just getting too excited for this. The bleeding with Daniels was just so over the top. The stuff that they're saying.
But you were excited for this a few weeks ago. You were saying we should all go to Revolution together. The schedules didn't work out for us, but
that's not the reason. I just thought it was going to be cool to see a wrestling show in LA, even if it's just AEW. I don't think I'm just. I just thought it'd be cool to see one in our city. So yeah, that's the only reason I even thought of it. Not because I think this card's going to be amazing or the show's going to be amazing. I'm so enthralled with MJF and Hangman. No, MJF has had way better feuds than this that I wish I could have gone to and seen some of the matches. This is not one of them. It's okay. It's definitely better than anything he's done recently, though. I'll say that much because he's been working with either older veterans or he was working with Adam Cole previously. So yes, this is a lot better, but not maybe by much.
All right, so we have 45 seconds left in our week of AEW. Anything else that pops into your head of what you want to talk about or thoughts on AEW in general? Did I do the right hitting here? Just we couldn't even fill 5 minutes.
Right.
AEW. So it was a week Dynamite, pretty much.
I would say so. I don't really remember a lot of this stuff. I just remember a lot of bad stuff and a lot of backstage segments that I don't care about. With like the women's wrestlers. What's her name?
We could go through some of the storylines real quick that I have listed on our storylines. Well, there was the Will Ospreay, Brian Keith. That was a match that happened.
Good God.
Toni Storm was out, so they just announced that she wasn't going to be there.
I wish I was out, but nonetheless, continue.
Mercedes and Momo Watanabe.
Oh, this is such a horrific segment. Oh, my God.
What else? Hurt Syndicate, I guess they're involved with the murder machines and the Outrunners. That's what's going on with them. Swerve.
This wasn't
I
bad.
like
this one wasn't bad. Yeah, this one wasn't bad.
This is in my honorable mentions later, so we will mention that a little bit later. But other than that, Undisputed Kingdom, nobody cares about.
Nobody.
Harley Cameron got a win over Deonna Purrazzo.
That's cool. I'm starting to like Harley.
And then Takeshita beat Orange Cassidy in the
my God. Well, it's a show. I mean, it is what it is. It's a show that you have to really, really be a fan of this product and this style of wrestling to really appreciate. I'm just not a big fan of a lot of the stuff. So, yeah, I'll leave it at that. AEW is now so far down on the totem pole of wrestling at this point that, I mean, I guess they still are number 2, but like they're way down. If they're not careful, TNA could overpass them. Especially with the push TNA is getting from WWE, and they're getting that boost.
They're actually mentioning what's happening on Impact and everything. Like people are going to start watching TNA. So, and TNA's booking is coherent. And
AEW is not. Yeah,
it's not. So, all right. Well, we've gone over time on our 5 minutes of AEW. So let's move on.